We are all familiar with the legendary tale of Entropy, a malevolent entity emerging from the abyss, which unleashed chaos upon Rathnir, engulfing the city of Fortnost in flames. Manipulating minds to worship her, only to be ultimately vanquished by Athaz. Now, remnants of this story are scattered throughout various tomes and libraries, such as the Tovarisha Library, housing the book, Cries of Entropy, and the Athazolant Library, which contains Misconceptions of Entropy. In the latter, Athaz recounts his triumph over Entropy and the steps he took to ensure her return would be impossible, claiming to have eradicated every aspect of her existence. This is where my perspective diverges from Athaz, as I hold a contrary belief that summoning Entropy remains a possibility, a theory I will elucidate in this video. To comprehend the intricacies of the Stoneworks universe, it's crucial to grasp its structure. It comprises worlds like Rathnir, Eldam, and the ancient realms like Jagads. These worlds are overseen by gods like Entropy, Othoz, and Sake Den, with administrators who facilitate the gods' influence on these domains. Furthermore, the gods can traverse between worlds, much like Othoz' transition from Jagads to Rathnir or Sake Den's free movement between Rathnir and Eldam. As we are aware, Athaz eliminated Entropy in the void and removed her from the roster of available gods for administrators to select. However, it's vital to realize that Athaz wasn't alone in the void when confronting Entropy. A cursory examination of the visual evidence reveals the presence of a Fortnost leader, a Bardonian leader, and an enigmatic figure, the enigmatic Othoz. Diving into the lore, we discover that Othoz seemingly materialized out of thin air to assist Athaz in defeating Entropy. Yet, I firmly believe that Othoz harbors a concealed agenda. After Entropy's demise, Othoz inexplicably erected the colossal green volcano, known as Mount Othoz, precisely between Athazolant and Sake Den. This volcano exhibits unusual green crystals at its summit and is safeguarded by administrators. In my understanding, only constructs dedicated to gods or directly protected by administrators receive such immunity. Oddly, Othoz isn't a figure of worship and vanished after the construction. This fuels my suspicion that Othoz was in league with Entropy all along, deceiving Athaz, possibly even acquiring something from Entropy's remains and constructing this massive volcano atop it. Returning to the Stoneworks universe, we notice a subtle omission in Entropy's lore, her proclivity to deploy multiple spirits of herself during her attacks. One aspect frequently overlooked is the account of original players who engaged in a boss battle with Entropy's right-hand entity, Jazan. I contend that Jazan was a fragment of Entropy's multifaceted spirit. This is significant because while Entropy was never defeated in the overworld and didn't yield any items for players to venerate, Jazan did perish, potentially leaving behind multiple hearts. In conclusion, I maintain that the possibility of summoning Entropy exists, and that the administrators have concealed this possibility right before our eyes. By envisioning Mount Othoz as a chest holding Entropy's essence and Jazan's heart as the key, one could potentially invoke Entropy through a ritual.